18 years ago, Fairyland was a place of joy and happiness. Everyone lived in harmony, content with their lives, without a worry. I was there, full of hope for a son this time. The Queen Fairy, Sumera, would definitely have a son. The lights inside made me feel different, not just of a son, but of someone's daughter. A feeling washed over me. The king wanted only a son. He would never accept a daughter. But, son or daughter, both are equal for me. In my heart, if everything remains fine, then a son will be born soon. The king only needs a son who can care for the fairyland. My Queen Fairy is very upset today. Her face is clouded. We shouldn't let anyone notice her distress. We must hide it. If you want that not to happen, what must we do? Don't worry, I will get what I want, no matter the cost. Inside the Queen's chamber, the atmosphere is tense and expectant. Servants whisper nervously, their eyes darting around the room. The king paces outside, his face etched with anxiety and anticipation. A midwife emerges, her expression unreadable, adding to the tension. The king rushes forward, grabbing her arm, demanding news. The midwife hesitates, then announces, "It is a daughter, Your Majesty." The king's face darkens with disappointment, his hopes dashed. Inside, the queen cradles her newborn daughter, her heart filled with love. She knows the king's desire for a son, and fears for her child's future. A loyal handmaiden approaches, offering words of comfort and support. The queen whispers, "We must protect her, no matter what." Outside, the king fumes, plotting a way to conceal the truth. He summons a trusted advisor, outlining a secret plan. The advisor listens intently, his face betraying a hint of unease. The king declares, no one must know about the daughter. Back in the queen's chamber, the baby sleeps peacefully, unaware. The queen gazes at her daughter, vowing to protect her from harm. She knows the king's ambition could endanger their lives. The handmaiden suggests hiding the child away from the fairyland. The queen considers the idea, her heart heavy with sorrow. She realizes it may be the only way to ensure her daughter's safety. The king enters the chamber, forcing a smile, hiding his true feelings. He approaches the queen and the baby, feigning affection. The queen sees through his facade, her distrust growing stronger. He suggests a grand celebration to welcome the new heir. The queen agrees, knowing it's a charade to deceive the kingdom. Preparations begin for the celebration, masking the underlying tension. The king secretly arranges for the daughter to be taken away. The handmaiden discovers his plan and warns the queen. The queen is devastated but resolves to outsmart the king. She devises a counterplan to protect her daughter. On the night of the celebration, the fairyland is filled with joy. The king presents a baby to the crowd, unaware of the switch. The queen secretly sends her real daughter away with the handmaiden. The handmaiden promises to keep the child safe and hidden. The queen watches them leave, tears streaming down her face. She knows she may never see her daughter again. The king raises a toast to the new heir, oblivious to the truth. The queen forces a smile, playing her part in the deception. As the celebration continues, the handmaiden journeys far away. She seeks refuge in a hidden cottage in a remote forest. She vows to raise the princess in secret, away from the king's reach. The queen mourns her lost daughter, her heart filled with sorrow. She dedicates her life to protecting the fairyland, waiting for the day her daughter can return and claim her rightful place. The fairyland unknowingly lives a lie, unaware of the hidden princess. The king hid a secret from everyone in the fairyland, a secret marriage. Far away, in a dense forest, lived a witch named Amara. The king had a daughter with Amara, named Maya. Amara reads from an ancient book filled with magical mantras. It contains the secret of 3 magical fairies, she whispers. Maya's eyes widen. Magical fairies? Amara smiles. Yes, whoever finds them becomes the most powerful. Maya, young and innocent, says, I want magical fairies. Amara promises, when you grow up, I will get them for you. The king approaches Amara's dwelling, hidden deep within the woods. Amara urges Maya, Go Maya, open the door quickly, father is coming. Maya opens the door, greeting the king. Come in, father. Amara says, We were just talking about you. The king replies sternly, Tell me, only tell the king. Amara tells Maya, Maya, you go inside the room now. The king says, What kind of talk is this with a child? The king continues, "And she is your own daughter." Amara retorts, "I told you before, only a son would be accepted." The king asks, "What difference does it make, son or daughter?" The king says, "After all, they are humans." Amara warns, "Take care of your tongue and talk carefully." The king replies, "I have taken care of my tongue a lot, Amara." The king continues, "Now you will accept Maya in the fairyland." Amara refuses. "It will never happen." The king threatens, "If you don't, I will tell the queen fairy everything." Amara threatens back, "If you make any move, I will take your life." The king declares, "From today, we have no relationship." The king says, "Stay away from me and my fairyland." The king turns and walks away, back towards the fairyland. The king reaches the fairyland and goes to Queen Fairy. Queen Fairy says, "I don't feel well. I am feeling very restless." The king asks, "Is everything all right?" Queen Fairy replies, "Yes, everything is all right. You take care of yourself." A young fairy child asks, "Mom?" Music plays. A Sangeet ceremony is underway. The fairy child asks, "Why is father getting angry at me?" Another fairy replies, "Because you are very dear." Close up on the king's face, a mixture of guilt and anger. Queen Fairy looks worried, sensing the king's inner turmoil. Maya watches her father leave, a sad expression on her face. Amara comforts Maya, stroking her hair gently. The Sangeet continues, but the atmosphere is strained. The king tries to smile, but it looks forced and unnatural. Queen Fairy notices the king's discomfort and frowns slightly. Maya clutches a small doll, her only comfort in the forest. Amara stares intensely at the ancient book, plotting her next move. The king remembers his promise to only accept a son. Queen Fairy wonders what secret the king is hiding from her. Maya dreams of magical fairies and a life beyond the forest. Amara envisions herself as the most powerful witch in the land. The king fears the consequences of his actions. Queen Fairy hopes for a son to secure the fairyland's future. Maya longs for a father's love and acceptance. Amara desires revenge and power over the king. The king is torn between his duty and his secret family. Queen Fairy feels a growing distance between her and the king. Maya yearns to be a part of the fairyland. Amara plots to reveal the king's secret to the fairyland. The king struggles to maintain his facade of happiness. Queen Fairy suspects the king's infidelity